So I've been in the foundry business since high school, and I learned all about casting and the lost wax process. And then probably about 16, 17 years ago, I started a little bit of fabrication and just kind of taught myself and fell in love with the process. Hi, I'm Gilberto Romero, sculptor here in Santa Fe. I live just south of Santa Fe in La Cienega. I've been here for many, many years, have a home and a studio on the same property, and get to wake up and walk to the studio and start creating. We cast very little metal anymore. We do mostly fabrication, and it's great because there's no addition pieces coming out of this studio. Everything is a one of a kind, and so I prefer that. I like that. If you buy a sculpture, you're the only person who's gonna have that sculpture. You might have something similar in a different scale, but it's an original piece. Every single piece that comes out is an original. It's easy to concentrate on a smaller piece because you can get it done fairly quickly. A sculpture like this I might work on for 3 weeks, be in the shop for a month, something like that. On a larger scale piece, some pieces this large are in here for a year. You know, it just totally depends on the scale of the piece, the material we're using, and what's going on in the shop. That's where my heart is, for sure. If I could do, 2 large pieces a year, I would be thrilled. I of course need my models, but there's nothing like walking into a public setting or a private collector who has a sculpture garden and seeing something 13, 14 feet that you created. It's just an unreal feeling for me. I love working with bronze. You have the ability to finish it in so many different ways once you're through. The possibilities are endless. I mean, you could just patina it any way you'd like, let it go natural. Wonderful, wonderful metal. Balance is very, very important. On a smaller scale, it's not as hard to balance them, obviously. But when we get to something like this, it becomes very, very critical. We use machined bearings that a design that we've come up with and have done here in Santa Fe, and big heavy duty bearings that can bear all of this weight. And if things are just a little bit off, if you miss your mark, then your idea isn't there. And so that's a really important process in finishing the sculpture. So we've been all over the country installing these things. On the larger pieces, I prefer to do the installations myself. I want to see where they're gonna call home for the next who knows how many years, long after I'm gone, I'm sure. I have a couple of employees who have been with me for a long time, Paul and Stacy. Wonderful team of 3, 4 part-time. My boy works with us a lot. We make it look easy with the right equipment. Any free time I get, I'm in the mountains. I enjoy our wonderful high desert terrain and tons of inspiration from there. And so just whimsical, soft lines. Things I see in nature that catch my eye, I just want to bring into the studio and put my touch on it. And this is what we're doing.